Today we're gonna discuss about ocean plastic crisis. But before that, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Aneta Kristalia, student number 138.
My name is Gavira, student number 132. My name is Melanie Rahmadila, student number 134.
My name is Tira Nurkitriani, student number 160.
My name is Ahmad Lutfi Nurifat Antoni, student number 140.
My name is Faisal Ibrahim Robani, and my student number is 136.
So today we are gonna discussing about ocean plastic crisis. What is ocean plastic crisis? Ocean plastic crisis is the crisis we are currently having. That is, the plastic are flooding the ocean and threaten the animals that live under the sea. In the past, plastic are considering as new technology. People are happy about the existence of plastic. Plastic are convenient and cheap, so people change from reusable containers to single-use plastic. But people don't also think about the waste management that plastic should have. The waste management of plastic is still bad until now, especially in the developing country. But today, plastic is becoming more problem than solution every day. Waste management, especially plastic, is worse because plastic are thrown away into the ocean and not recycled or reused. And plastic flooding the ocean and harming the animal that live under the sea. Plastic that are thrown away to the ocean are being eaten by the animals, and the animals will die because they eat plastic and it will suffocate them. We have found many cases about animals that are choked by plastic and die. If this continue to happen, we may not have the diversity that we used to have before. Research say we estimately send 12 million tons annually plastic to the ocean.
The ocean plastic crisis is a problem that seriously threatens the balance of ecosystem in the sea and also affects to other living things. This phenomenon occurs because of the increasing number of plastic and production uses in the world, but is not accompanied by good waste treatment, so that all plastic can be processed properly, so that there is disposal into the river and become household waste. The ocean plastic crisis can also occur because the habitual pattern of people who often dispose of a litter, one of which is in the river, that eventually end up in the sea, or they are throw some garbage at the beach. As we know, plastic is a material that's difficult to decompose, even in tens to hundreds of years. According to study research in 2015 by Jim Beck and his team on their journal, Plastic Waste Input from the Land to the Ocean, Indonesia is one of the second largest in the world to contribute after China. This is supported by the fact that Indonesia in a year contribute at least 1.29 million tons of plastic waste to the sea. The animals in the sea are also victims of garbage in the sea. Unbreakable plastic can be eaten by marine animals, such as in the case of the whale, the death of whale that occurs in Wakatobi and also in the Philippines. In this case, a lot of trash was found in his stomach. This is happened because the plastic can be properly processed, and when it's in the stomach of a whale, the plastic cannot be properly digested, and it causes digestive disorder, and then the whale can be died.
The Guardian has reported that marine scientists documented 38 million pieces of plastic on the remote, uninhabited Anderson Island in the South Pacific. The human garbage they found originated from all over the world. They found samples from Germany, New Zealand, Canada, and elsewhere, amounting to about 18 tons. A lot of plastic is not even visible. In a single square meter of sand, digging down 10 centimeters, the researchers found over 4,000 tiny bits of plastic. In the open ocean, plastic collects in eddies or gyres, relative calm regions surrounded by stronger open currents. There are 5 major ocean gyres, 2 in Atlantic, North and South, 2 in the Pacific and 1 in the Indian Ocean, plus dozens of smaller gyres. The gyres accumulate plastic bags, plastic bottles, plastic containers, plastic drums, polystyrene packing, foam pieces, polypropylene fishing net, plastic rope, plastic traffic cones, disposable lighters, plastic toys, rubber trees, plastic toothbrushes, and other unidentifiable bits and pieces. The North Pacific Gyre creates the largest garbage site in the world, 700,000 to a million square kilometers of floating plastic. The gyre contains 6 kilograms of plastic for every kilogram of land. In Hawaii, south of this gyre, a dead turtle was found with over 1,000 pieces of plastic in its stomach.
Since 1950, the world plastic production has grown 8.6% per year. It is predicted continues to rise and estimated to reach 500 million tons a year by 2020. And now, 9 billion metric tons of plastic have been produced and spread around the world. Plastic waste, most at risk of entering the ocean, is generated in coastal population. In 2010, plastic waste, which is mismanaged, is amounted to 31.9 million tons, and around 8 million tons, or 3% of it, has entered the ocean. Plastic waste in the ocean can affect the wildlife. In 2015, the scientists estimated that around 90% of all seabirds have ingested some amount of plastic. The risk from polluted marine water, ingestion of plastic by fish and other marine animals, also in turn causes harm to people who consume marine food. Studies have found that toxins in plastics cause several of health issues, including cancer, immune system problems, and UNESCO estimates that 100,000 marine mammals die because of plastic pollution each year, and 61 whales have found dead in the nearby Davao Gulf, and 45 of them died because of plastic pollution. Plastic pollution in ocean also affects to the human beings in a different way. If the ocean plastic crisis is still neglected, in the future we may not be able to eat marine food because it contains plastic that can cause several health problems. And maybe in the future the population of marine animals will be extinct.
Now that we know that plastic crisis is so dangerous for human life, it makes us all think, who exactly is responsible for this issue? There's a lot of people that might think that, oh, this is just the corporation's fault. But I think it's otherwise. It's not just the corporation's fault. But first, let us discuss what corporation is giving to this crisis. The contribution that they give is probably that you should know that in our everyday lives, we use all of kind of different products. Like when we're taking a bath, we're using shampoos, and when we eat, everything, almost everything, had plastic in them. And that is why that people think that, oh, this ocean plastic crisis, it's only the company's fault. They can't recycle their trash. They can't make a good solution in dissolving their own trash. But I think that's wrong, that it's just a simple assumption that corporation is the only one responsible in this. But we also have to think, how about the contribution of IGO and INGOs in combating this issue? That got me thinking. And what I found was that IGO is very important. Like intergovernment IGO, why it's so important is because they could make a regulation that every single one of their members follow.
about why it happened, we must think about the solution. First, from IGO. Role of IGO for fighting ocean plastic crisis is very important. As IGO members, this could make different kinds of treaty in order to combat these issues. The treaties could be plastic limitation, joint cleaning efforts, or even making joint research on more environment-friendly plastics. Second, from INGO. Also, IGO has a role, but INGO also have their rules in solving these issues. INGO not only raise people awareness but this crisis, but they are important in doing individual research and consultation role to IGOs and states. This role might not be important if you look at IGO's role. However, without INGO, people might not realize how important this issue is.
Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching. We're sorry if we did a mistake in making this video. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.